Brilliant, guys, brilliant. Well then, keep it up. Okay, so what we're looking at now is I want you to describe the criteria that you will use to qualify your prospects. Now, think about your perfect customer. What criteria are you going to use? So I think the best way for me to share this with you is to share an example around my specific business or my specific sales enablement business, right? So the first thing is we work with sales teams. Now obviously location is very important to us. So our first criteria is we work with sales teams located within the borders of South Africa. The second thing we do is sales teams with more than 10 sales professionals. Now, obviously, we have a certain investment that organizations need to make. Now, to make that financially viable, or should we rather say to make it viable, a per person cost that becomes viable to an organization, there has to be more than 10 salespeople. So that's a very important criteria for us. The next one is sales teams with, or should I rather say organizations with a turnover more than 50 million rand an annum, or 50 million rand per annum. Now what that basically does is it says to us our sales enablement processes for some, or for an organization, or should I rather say for it to be affordable for an organization, the organization needs to be turning over more than 50 million rand a year. The next criteria is organizations involved in business-to-business sales. So we've specialized. We don't focus on retail. We don't focus on telesales. We've chosen our specific niche, and our specific niche that we focus on is business-to-business sales professionals, right? The next thing we say is sales teams who are committed to optimize their performance and results. So I don't want to work with an organization, or should I rather say, I don't want to work with an organization sales team who are not driven to optimize and improve their own performance. So that's a very important criteria for us. The next one is organizations who are committed to enabling their sales teams to perform at their best. Now, what does that mean? So what we're really saying is we love working with sales professionals, sales leaders, sales organizations that are really committed, or should I rather say, understand how they can improve their bottom line, how they can optimize their results, how they can become the best sales performers possible when they use our sales enablement training processes. And finally, organizations who are willing and able to invest into optimizing their sales team's performance. Now think about it. It would be pretty pointless me going after a prospect who doesn't have the finances or doesn't have the budget set aside to invest into sales enablement training. And that's exactly what I want you to do for your businesses. I want you to go and have a look and say, okay, so what are the criteria that would qualify a customer? And more importantly, if a customer doesn't meet those criteria, I can very easily disqualify a customer. In other words, it means I'm only working with perfect prospects who need exactly what I have to sell. And that's exactly what I want for your business is I want you to stop wasting time on prospects that you've got very little or no chance of ever closing. And that's what this will help you to do. When you know what the criteria are to easily disqualify and qualify your perfect prospects.